Everybody wants some blast of magic, 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 magic. Look up the magic in me.
Welcome back to Bob's Magic Emporium. Next video in Magician 101, the show for all magicians. Post your questions down below for next week. I'll give them an answer. And we're going to start with the first question from Taylor Lunsford Magic. Hey Bob, what do you think of Stir Crazy? And also, what do you think about Skycap? Thanks, big smiley face. Okay. First of all, we're going to start with Stir Crazy and Skycap. They're both organic magic tricks, as you call them. Skycap is where you take a straw, push it through a sealed water bottle, and then Stir Crazy is where you take a straw, kind of like this one here with like the red stripes on it, then you twist it, and it becomes stripes that go all around the straw instead of just up and down, which if I had to choose one of those tricks that I would do the most, would probably be Stir Crazy. Skycap did, when I watched the demo, didn't really seem to fit my style of magic. I don't really like organic kind of magic where you pick up a thing and say, oh, look, a soda bottle. Oh, look, it's all crushed. Watch. Boom. And then you heal and seal it. Or like Skycap, oh, a water bottle. And you shove a straw up there. I don't really like doing that kind of magic, but if I had to choose one of the two, I really like Stir Crazy because that's very visual, and they can see the lines as you twist the straw. The lines start twisting as well, which I think looks really cool and looks really visual. And according to what I've read, you can hand the straw out for examination afterwards. All right, so Clyde Casper, one of my new subscribers, thanks for participating on my channel, and he says, what do you think your favorite packet effect is? Alright, well, that's tough to say, because I do love a lot of the classic stuff, like Bewave, Twisted Sisters, and like 3-Card Monte. I love a lot of the classics, but I also love a lot of the new stuff, too. Newer stuff, I should say, because there's some stuff out that is kind of old but new. Like Nick Trost, Bigfoot, I love that one, and I love Crosswords by Mark Mason. So I'd have to say if I had to choose one packet trick that I really love the most, I use it a lot, Crosswords by Mark Mason. I did a live performance of it out on the Ocean City Boardwalk if you want to check that out for one of the 365-day magic challenges. But it's a really fun trick to do. So I definitely love that one, and I think you should definitely check that out. Also, what is your favorite coin trick? Mine is Nothing But the Truth. I just got it from Magic Geek. You should get it and perform it and review it because it is a sweet trick. Alright, so I think you meant to say, what is your favorite card trick? Because Nothing But the Truth is a card trick, a new packet effect. So I'm going to reword your question and say, what is your favorite coin or card trick? My favorite card trick is Chris Ballinger's Forced Outcome. That is my contest-winning video where I won Magic Geek's Weekly Recap contest, and I won a lot of really cool prizes. So, because of that fact, it's one of my favorites, and I use it in every show that I do, Forced Outcome. So go check that out. It's an instant download on Magic Geek. Now, Nothing But the Truth looks like a really good packet trick, too, where you have a little mini kind of like lie detector, and it says that the spectator is lying or telling the truth, and then the lie detector cards turn into their selected playing card. I'm definitely going to get it. It's on my magic list of things to get. I've already got a trick for this month. I normally just, because I'm trying to save my money for when I go to the beach this year. I'm going to go to the beach twice this summer, so I'm trying to save my magic, so I'm trying to cut back. And I spent a lot last year, too, on Christmas ornaments and magic and Jim Shore Wizard of Oz stuff and all that kind of stuff. So I haven't, I'm been trying to save my money. So normally I've been getting one magic package a month. This month I had to get 3 because I had to get a couple other things. But anyways, I'm trying to save my money, and so I've already got my 1 Magic Geek package this month. So next month I'm going to try to get Nothing But the Truth. But I will get it because it does look like a really cool trick. All right, the Magician PR says, what is your favorite trick in the world? And what is your worst trick you've ever bought? Big smiley face. You can't say, oh, I just did. Okay, so my worst trick in the world that I've ever bought was, I don't really have a worst trick because a lot of times either I forget about the trick, so if it's bad, I just kind of put it over in my magic storage area over there and forget about it, or I throw it away. So a lot of the stuff that you see like here and down in here is some of these tricks in here I don't use as much, like the zombie ball, but some I use a lot. So it kind of depends. The worst tricks though, there isn't really that many worst tricks. One of them I don't like is one that I bought. It's a stamp collection book, and it works just like the magic coloring book. but instead of it being a coloring book, it's a stamp collecting book. That one's just, a lot of people don't collect stamps anymore, so it's like, you know, that's not as good. So there are a couple tricks that I've put away and forgot about that I just don't like, but they're not bad per se. Let's move on though to my favorite trick in the world, forced outcome, Chris Ballinger. My favorite trick. I love that one. But some other tricks I really like too are Flash by Chad Long, Angry Sponges by Chris Ballinger, and it's a sponge ball trick. It's the Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo sponge ball trick. And I did that for the 365-day magic challenge, where at the end of the trick you say you have Eeny, Meeny, Miny, and there ain't no Mo. I just love that one too. My favorite one, I think, of all time is Chris Ballinger's forced outcome. Future Magic 101 says, okay, so 2 things. 1, did you ask Chris about Angry Sponges? I signed up for the subscription. And 2, do you have any siblings? If so, you should do a Magic Monday with them. All right, so first, I didn't have time to ask Chris Ballinger about the question about the Angry Sponges. I had a lot of questions I wanted to ask him, but I didn't get a chance to because he was super busy. So I didn't have a chance to ask him every question I'd like, and that was one of the things I didn't get a chance to ask him. So no, I did not, and who knows, it might be back in stock. You never know when they'll be back in stock. I do have siblings, 2 stepbrothers, 2 stepsisters, and 1 stepbrother lives in Maine, so he can't be in a Magic Monday. 1 stepsister doesn't drive, so she can't be in a Magic Monday unless she was to get driven over here. And my other stepbrother, he doesn't, we don't see him too much. He comes over every once in a while, but he doesn't come over as much as we'd like for him to. And then my other stepsister is super busy with work. She's a veterinarian, so she is super busy with her veterinarian job. So I don't know if I can film any Magic Mondays with them right now, but who knows? Maybe one day. So sorry, both of your questions you asked are kind of disappointing to you. I know. I'm sorry about that. All right, Mr. Tadpole221 says, I forgot a question for this week, which he meant last week. I was 99.98% I had. Anyways, when you begin to perform at the farmer's market, could you do a weekly live performance of a trick? I know it's a lot, but maybe an idea for a weekly show. Keep up the good work, and don't scare me like that again. Some really awesome smiley face, which nobody tells me how to get these stupid smiley faces on YouTube. It annoys me. I think Mr. Tadpole put a crown on his comment one week. He did a really awesome smiley face a couple weeks ago, and nobody tells me how to do it. As usual, keep up the good work. Sorry, I just flipped out there for a minute. I am so sorry. All right, so if I perform at the farmer's market, I probably won't be getting any live magic just because I have no magic crew. No filming crew to come with me, so that's the only problem. Nobody can actually come with me and film each week. That's a lot to ask people to come to the farmer's market and film. That's a lot. People don't have that much time on their hands, so probably not. And I say if I perform at the farmer's market, because the farmer's market starts May 3rd, and I've yet to get a contract from the lady who's running it, so who knows if I'll perform there or not. If she doesn't give me a contract, I won't. But I know all the paperwork for all the actual vendors. I'm not an actual vendor there. All the vendor paperwork was due today, so hopefully maybe she'll contact me, sometime this week and give me a contract. So, and if you're not sure what Mr. Tadpole meant when he says, don't scare me like that again, if you didn't see my April Fool's Day joke, it was where I said, goodbye from all of us here at Bob's Magic Emporium, and I acted like I was closing my channel. So that was a big April Fool's Day joke. Sorry to everybody that I scared everyone. All right, thank you guys so much for watching Magician 101. I'll see you next Wednesday. Make sure to post your questions down below for next week, and I'll give them an answer. More. Do you know how to mix up cards? You say, you are not cards. You are not cards. You get the 2 tubes, and you get a certain amount of bottles. Let me grab one of the real and usable. You're probably talking like $100 trick. So that's why. And it's a real... Their selected card will say there's the King of Diamonds, goes right on the table. And all